Hey guys, Raid Zero AU here, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Let's Play of Empyrion. Done a little bit of work on the base. If you remember from last episode, we crafted our hover vehicle and went out and found a few deposits, found some promethium, some silicon. Since then, off camera, I've been back over to the promethium and went and picked up some more, crafted some more fuel packs, picked up some silicon and also picked up some magnesium. You'll see there now, there is a new patch out today, which is 4.1, pre-alpha 4.1. Most of the update today was to do more with multiplayer and the server side of things and configuration, but if you notice there, it now tells me how much ore is left in a deposit on there. I believe on the servers that if you run it, you can run out of resource, or you could run out of resources on a server. But now, if a planet runs out of resources, you'll start getting meteor strikes, which will give you further access to those resources. You'll see I've added all the windows in here. Also done it up on the upper level here. Also extended a little bit more here with some aloe vera, and crafted some ammo. So we should have a decent amount of ammo. And I was thinking today might be a good opportunity to head over to the crashed spaceship, and we'll see what we can pick up from over there. I might actually put the flashlight in there. Crafted a few more med kits. One thing in this patch that I did notice is they mentioned that the plant that gives the alien plasma ZR1 has been replaced with a different plant. Now I'm just going to go out and have a look at this. Oh, I've gone down too far. There it is. Hopefully it's not too dark out here, but I want to have a look and see. Bearing in mind this is a pre-generated world, so I want to see if it's actually replaced it. Oh, yeah, and we'll just deal with these. And get rid of that one. The other thing that it's done is it's reset some of the options. So I'm just quickly going to go into the options and just check on these. Volume's okay, but in the controls it has cleared. I had the use command on the E key instead of the T key, but it has reverted that back, and I think the reason being that they've actually now using the E key for rolling, so Q and E can be used for rolling in spaceships now, so I will have to just put up with that. So let me have a look now. I've got a feeling because this is a pre-generated world. Yep. These are the ones that give the ZR1. On my world, they're still showing up. If you generate a new world, it will show up as a spider plant. But I'm not going to restart the world just for that at the moment. I'm going to continue on with this Let's Play. And if I need to at some stage in the future, I will regenerate the world, but what I'll do is I'll build everything that we've got so far, and then we'll rejoin up then. So at the moment I do work full time, so I don't just sit here playing games all day. I just don't have the time to be able to redo all this. But later in the week I'd be able to do that. And here we go with another plant monster. Oop. Always helpful to make sure that you keep your gun reloaded. Alright. And we'll just zoom out. Possibly not that much. Maybe to there. We'll head over. Now I want to be a little bit careful here because there will be some drones over here. And drones have a nasty habit of wanting to do nothing more than destroy your vehicle. So I'd rather not have that happen to us. But we'll see. Just thinking what the best way to get up there is. Hoping also maybe we'll pick up a few new deposits as I'm doing that. Really would like to find some cobalt. There we go. I've discovered the it's the mid part of the MS Titan. And there's a drone up there I just spotted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it around. Now, this area here is an area that's, because it's not right next to where I spawn. Oh, hang on. Got a drone up here. Now I'm wondering whether, when I go back to the base, whether those ZR1 plants will be replaced with these ones here. So this is what it now looks like if you are to generate a new world at the moment. They've replaced them to look like that. And it would seem that the plant monsters are out to play tonight, which is alright. I do need the spoiled food to make the fertilizer fluid or nutrient fluid. So I'm going to leave my hover vessel there because it's sort of kind of out the way, and hopefully it will mean that it's not going to get attacked. There's a drone. 2 drones. One down. Just gonna run around a bit, just to try and get out of its way. Second one down. Right. Hopefully that's all of them. Just reload just in case, because there's probably some monsters around here as well. Always remember to access these to, as you can see, get quite a bit of stuff from that one. Got another plant monster over there. I'll just access that. Not much in that one. Yeah, alright. Retrain my muscle memory to press the T key. It's a little bit out of the way. I wonder if F's used for something. Oh, hang on. What's this? There was a mention in the patch prior to this that they can send in reinforcements. So what was that? Oh, hang on, I've got a plant monster here somewhere. Where are you? There he is. Reload, because I'm not overly happy about seeing that ship go over there. I want to check that out. Let's see if there's anything. Not seeing anything. Always wise to scout around these to make sure you don't get surprised by something. Enemy transport approaching. Oh, not overly happy with that. Where is it? They did mention that the AI will send in reinforcements, so what's that? Drone transport. I wonder if I can shoot it down. It's almost within range. Come right over to where my hover vessel is. It's going to bloody destroy it, isn't it? Which is going to be a pain in the ass if it does that. Right, let's... What's it doing? Hasn't deployed anything, so maybe it's not working as intended. Not a bad looking ship though. I wonder if I can destroy its engines or something like that. Disable it. Let's give it a go. Can't dig here. I wasn't trying to dig, I was trying to remove. Alright. We'll try that. Getting XP for damaging it, but it's really not doing a lot. Might get my hover vessel on. See if I can't go over to... at least the sun's coming up. Oh, we're getting stuck on rocks here. There we go. So do. I'll actually power it down now. Don't know whether that helps with it not being attacked or something. Anything coming around? No. Okay, jetpack on. Oh, hang on, something hit me. Oh, there we go. Oh, it'd be helpful if I reload my bloody gun. Remember to reload. Oh, here comes another bloody transport thing. Well, I'm getting lots of items from here, but... Whoa. Not sure it's supposed to happen like that, but anyway. Good way of getting some items though. Right, so what we want to do here is we want to actually break into this thing. Okay. Alright. What we're looking for is any sort of cargo. We'll just break a block here and just make sure there's nothing down underneath. Nothing down here. Some lights. I think, oh, here we go. Cargo boxes. And we want to check these out. Not all of these have stuff. So just going to break some of these so I can access the boxes. Hello, Mr. Transport. No, nothing in that one. Nothing there. Nothing there. We got some more over the other side there. Check these out. Some stuff. Take that. Now you can start to see why I was determined to have a empty inventory, or as empty as possible inventory before coming over. So I'm almost full now. The items, a lot of the items do stack, so it's not too much of an issue, but certainly it's not hard to I'll also pick up all these while I'm in here. So these will stack. Alright, we'll continue looking around, see what else we can find around here. Right, I'm going to break up through there. See if we can't. Oh, not quite. Not going to be able to make it up there. So, just want to be wary out here. Chances are there's probably some drones again. Climb up there. Climb up here. Now you can break these down, and I probably will do that at some stage. To gather some of the materials from here, just to help with building other stuff. But I'm not going to subject you guys to watching me do that. It's it can be very tedious, to say the least, doing that. That's where we came from. Yep. I reckon that's probably all that's in this section. Bit disappointed that we haven't located any more resource nodes. Thought we might do that. Turn the jetpack off so I can sprint again. And yeah, I'll probably come back and break some of this up just for materials. But as I said, I'm not going to do that on camera. On. One thing I'd like to do is I need to add some more things to this hover vehicle. I'd like to add some cargo boxes and also a fridge, and I think I mentioned in one of the other videos that I also want to do have a small constructor so that if we do some mining, or if I'm out mining, I can get it already starting to process the ores. So we'll just go for a bit of an explore, see if we can discover some ore nodes. Now this barrier you see here, basically this surrounds the planet near the poles. And the developers have stated that basically that's not going to be there all the time. So they're saying that by the time it actually hits alpha instead of pre-alpha, you should be able to go all the way around. And we just found cobalt. Yes. Wait. Right, where was it? There it is. And another silicon. Nice. So starting to pick up some of the ores around here. Cobalt was the critical one. I think I was down to about 30 cobalt. So I really needed to find this. That takes a lot of the pressure off now. Now that I'm able to mine some cobalt. So we'll just come down and stop getting stuck on plants, hopefully. Alright, just head in there, jump out. Alright, where's this cobalt? First person. 3. We'll start mining in. Ah, it's on this side. It's okay. Start mining in here. It's not a huge deposit. So that's the difference. That basically, prior to this patch, it used to say cobalt deposit size 8 or something like that. Now it tells you exactly how much ore is there. So it's not a huge one. You don't use huge amounts of cobalt, but it is used in some of the recipes. So particularly for metal components is the main one that you see it used in. See if we can't grab just a little bit. So I really need to start getting some defences on the base as well. I want to get some machine gun turrets up on top. Been lucky so far. I've only been attacked that once at the base. Just the initial attack. There's been nothing else since, which is a little bit surprising. but happy about it at the moment because yeah, the base is defenseless right now. It's got no defenses while I'm away, so it's a bit of a concern. It was nice to see the those reinforcement transports. To be honest, I actually thought that when they mentioned those, that would probably only happen when you were attacking like a base or something like that, not necessarily the down spaceship, but to see it happen there. Obviously, from what we saw there, they are a little bit buggy at the moment. But as we keep saying, this is very much early access and pre-alpha, so you expect these sort of glitches and things like that. Everything in here at the moment is very much still a work in progress. It's always worth keeping that in mind. It's worth keeping that in mind with many early access games. I mean, certainly you can't use that excuse constantly with an early access game. Once you charge money for it, then you've got to expect that people are going to have sort of reasonable expectations that the game's going to at least be playable. And certainly if you're going into an early access, I suppose the most reasonable expectation of people is that the game is going to continue to be developed and at a reasonable pace as well. You know, the classic early access game that people talk about is DayZ. And that's still in early access now, and it's been in early access for forever. Not to the point that I don't think anyone is confident that that game will ever get out of early access. Maybe it will. But to be honest, I think if it was going to do that, it would have already done that. And I think the popularity of it has died off. I think there are other games now which have come out which, although they may not be zombie survival games, maybe do the survival game side of things a little bit better now than DayZ did. DayZ was great in its day. Absolutely loved it, especially the mod in Arma 2 when it came out. But I think it's kind of lost its way and it's missed its window of opportunity, I think, at the moment. Developers could prove me wrong, but you know, I think if it was going to be a killer game, it would have already been there by now. It's not to say you know, that it can't be fun, because it certainly can be, but as far as any expectations of greatness from DayZ standalone and things like that, certainly they've all faded. Everyone's got a bit jaded, and unfortunately with events like that, or with those sort of situations or examples, it's kind of jaded the entire early access side of things. And I'd have to say this particular genre that we're playing right now, the survival genre, does not have a good record when it comes to early access. Many games stay in early access for, I think, way too long, which makes Empyrion a nice change for the moment, because it is being updated very regularly. Right, so we'll head over this way and we'll just head back to base now. Video's getting on a bit. Don't want to push the video too long. So we'll head on back, but I'll keep the video rolling at the moment for exactly that reason, just in case we discover any more resources on the way back. So we got another iron. So we've discovered 3 iron deposits now. So we won't be short of iron. And there's our base in the distance. Which is looking rather nice, I think. And certainly the windows, I think, just set off part of it. Alright, so we'll just set it down here. Keep pressing E. Now you see the ZR1s, the plasma hasn't changed over here. Now, thought I heard you. Alright, I'll just loot him. And we'll just go and dump all our stuff inside. So, and that's where we're going to call the video. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've done a bit more exploring, a bit more combat in this one, a bit more action. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you haven't, the dislike button is right there. So I'm just going to transfer these over. Let's put everything in there. We got some good emergency rations. Got some good stuff. A couple of growing pots. A few more sprouts. Stomach pills. Which reminds me, looking at that. That's interesting. It looks like when you're mining, it automatically goes into your toolbar, which it wasn't doing before. Not sure I like that. I think I'd prefer the ore to go straight into your inventory. I don't think there's a reason for it to go into your toolbar, but that'll probably get fixed in a future patch or a hot fix or something like that. And we'll dump all this in here. That cobalt ore. We'll start smelting that. Alright. Thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Raid Zero, signing out.